Now also, you'll get some people say, oh, don't do shorts and don't do long format. Do one, it'll confuse people. No, do both.
Join the fight with no countdown.
Thinking about starting a YouTube channel in 2024? Wow, here's my thoughts. I'm 6 months in, and it's important sometimes to review, gauge check.
How we doing?
See how you're doing, remember why you're here, look where you want to go. So today we're going to do a 6-month review of my time on YouTube, a review of the channel, what my thoughts are, growth, what do I want to do, why am I here, a little refresher, because sometimes it's good to remind yourself what you're doing in the first place and not lose sight of what you want to do. And also I'm going to try and break down what I see as important for anybody starting out or brand new or a small content creator, YouTuber, whatever you want to call it, like me. And even if you're a massive one, I doubt anybody massive will watch this video, but you never know. Here's my thoughts on it. Now, first of all, you got to go back to the beginning and you got to remember why you're kind of doing it and also the standard of what you're doing. Now, first of all, there's videos on the channel where I've discussed I didn't game for years and years and years, and then my oldest son got into gaming, got me back in, and was like, you know, you just trash at Fortnite.
You're trash, kid.
And that's not an insult, that is just a fact of life. Yeah.
Hadn't played it 6 months ago. I was like, what? And I thought, I could get hold of this game. I used to be an elite gamer back in the day. You know, we've discussed that on previous videos about previously accomplishments online and stuff. So I thought, I can get hold of this. This can't be that difficult. Well, it was more difficult than I thought. However, if you've seen progress on the channel, my God, 6 months ago is a different world. Now, here's where I link in the YouTube bit. Take a look at your first videos. Do it. Go and play them on your own. Watch it in full. Because I'll tell you now, my first videos are atrocious. They're garbage. Beyond belief. But you just don't know it at the time. Take a look at this.
There you go. All right. Okay, we've got a competition going on here. That's all good. That's all good. Yeah. We're going to go down to the wire with this kid.
The camera quality, the sound quality, the editing, the attention grabbing side of it. It's absolutely garbage. And you don't know that at the time. You know, I don't have loads of money. I only had a cheap webcam to start off with and a cheap microphone, and just thought, hey, why not? Give it a start, let's go. You might find like-minded people like you, or people just interested in what you do. And you know what? What I aim to do was, and if you're thinking about it, aim to do is just get better each video. It's so cheesy, but I try and look at them, and from the start, I don't go with every video. That's a nonsense. I don't watch everyone back. But every so often, I'll watch the old ones and watch what's current and think, God, I'm way off. Or, yeah, that works. No, that didn't. That kind of thing. You really have to look at the standard of them and the presentation of them to know if you're doing a good job or not. That's number one. And remember, these are just personal thoughts. Number two, I found out one of the most important things is kind of the visual aspect and the sound aspect, sometimes more than the content. Because some videos I've done, nobody watches, and they're actually really good content. Some of the things I've achieved in games already are great for my casual gamer age range kind of thing. And then other videos I've done, you know, you just quickly bang out whatever, thinking that's a clip, and they just take off, and you don't know why. So it's weird. The YouTube algorithm is a weird thing, and you can't always dictate it unless you're, you know, massive YouTuber, influencer, clickbaiter, whatever you want to call it, all them categories. Then you've got kind of more control of your own destiny. Destiny. Added to that, what I would say is, if you're thinking about it and you're brand new, just do it. Just do it. I've been really shocked, and you know, I'm really quite humble about it, that as soon as I got 1 or 2 subscribers, it's amazing. You know, the feeling of it, like, wow, someone out there wants to watch my stuff. They think it's decent what I do, or the way I present it, you know, and it's great. It's an amazing feeling, and it makes you want to grind more. Now, there will be times where you throw out 3 or 4 videos in a row and no one watches it. You know what I mean? And you can't figure out why sometimes. And you're just like, what? Or you see some subscriber drops, and then you're like, oh, it's so defeating, you almost feel like quitting. The grind is damn real. You have to stick with the grind, okay? You have to stay on the grind. Now, I got a full-time job, a family, etc., and I fit this in around that. And the honest answer is, don't stop grinding. I feel privileged to be up to near 600 subs, to be honest. Absolutely privileged. I don't care if there was 10 or 10,000. I'd still be the same. I reply to every single comment I've ever had, I think. I don't think I've ever missed one. But remember why you're here and just keep the grind going. Keep posting. I don't know enough about YouTube to go, it will push your videos more if you're regular and all that nonsense. Don't care. Just grind anyway. Because some of your videos will take off. They just will. And then some don't. It's bizarre. But the grind is real, damn it. God damn it. Anyway, so the grind is real. Now also, you'll get some people say, don't do shorts and don't do long format. Do one. It'll confuse people. No, do both. YouTube shorts, it works. It gets you exposure. And sometimes you just get videos that take off and you're like, what? And your long form videos, maybe not so much. Because remember, a thumbnail is what attracts the long form viewer. Let's be real. Overall, with whatever narrative the video has. But the short might automatically scroll up on someone's phone. And they might be scroll off it, which happens a lot. Or they might be attention grabbed and watch it for a minute and then be like, who's this guy? So definitely do both.
How do I do both?
I'm just going to keep grinding and keep going. And also, I'm kind of building a library for my kids to watch when they're older. Well, one of them already watches, but the other one. And then one day in, 20, 30 years, 40 years times, you'll click certain videos. There's certain videos I have on here with my oldest son where we won't play Fortnite anymore when we're, 10, 15 years time, maybe. Well, maybe we will, but maybe we won't. And it's really nice to look back on something logged for you that you can just go, do you remember that? It was a really good time. We used to do that together. And it's automatically saved somewhere. So even for that aspect, if I had no one watching, I'd be like, this is amazing to have. Like a free almost log space that logs loads of videos for me. Great. If the, 1,000 subs monetization comes and all that, bonus. But I'm just going from that angle. Now also, your audience. What are you aiming for? I'm open to everyone. Do you know what I mean? I'm a kind of family-friendly channel that has a mixture of retro gaming, modern gaming, and the narrative being, can older dads still compete? I think we're doing all right. Go through the videos on the channel. We're doing all right over here at No Camp Dad. And also, don't camp. Obviously, that's what it's all about. Push Camp Dad. Forget the camping and sitting in a bush for an hour. It's cringe, mate. Cringe. But anyway, remember what you're doing it for. And have some fun with it. And don't take it too serious. Finally, if you're going to be doing it, I would suggest the YouTube apps you get, and especially reviewing your views and that. At the start, you'll be all over it constantly. Then, let it go. That sounds daft, but let it go. Because you worry about it too much. Of course, I check my app about views and that and stuff. Of course you do. We're lying if any YouTuber says, I never check that. Yeah, you do. But do not let it rule you. Or rule your videos. Just put out what you want to put out, and hopefully people come with you on the journey. Don't let it rule your life. At the start you feel like, and you get success or you get some subs, you're like, oh my god, I gotta put out more content. No, you don't. Do it at your own rate. I try and go with one long form a week and then short sporadically throughout a week, maybe one short a day, because that's all I can manage, and that's all you need. And also what I've noticed is that kind of works anyway. In my opinion, it's just opinion based, sometimes I'll put out a short on a day and then I kind of know now my certain time window for when the guys subbed want to watch, and then they're most likely to take off. And then sometimes you'll chuck another one on the top of it, let's say an hour later, and YouTube just will not pick it up. They just won't. It's bizarre. And it's like, it feels like, I might be way off, but it feels like YouTube's going to you, mate, you've already got one out, I'm not putting another one out for you. Have some patience, because it will only go to your subscribers and not get pushed out at all anymore. It's bizarre.
This is strange.
Then also, what's your idea and what your content going and what you're going to do moving forwards. So I'm sticking with what I'm doing, which is a gaming channel of reviewing stuff, new and old. And it's predominantly built around Xbox, but not always. Fortnite goes across many platforms. But I grew up an Xbox kid, so it's all I know. So, I'm not going to go out and buy a PlayStation and start to compete with PlayStation stuff and say, I'm a PlayStation player now. No, I can't. One, I can't afford it. And two, I don't know what I'm doing. So then you're just being, trying to push something for your YouTube channel. Makes no sense. Do what you know. And then people might come with you because they'll be like, he knows what he's talking about. So that's kind of my aim. And also to save people money. So I try and do things cheap, and I try and think outside the box. You've seen the chair review. We've got an X-Rocker bed gaming bed one coming soon. Wow. Have I added things on that thing? That's soon to come. But yeah, you really need to think, where do you want to go to? At the rate I'm growing, I'm happy with it, you know. The watch hours could be doing with being a bit more, but that's life. I don't stress too much about it. I don't let it rule me. It's not my full-time job. I'm quite lucky that it's not that way. But my opinion is there's room for everyone here. You know, if you take one of your shorts, and some of mine have been, I don't know, I've had nothing go mega viral yet. So we're looking at between 10 and 20,000 views. I've had 6 or 7 shorts about that range, which is phenomenal for me. And it's like, great. Haven't had none when they ridiculously take off to, 100,000 views or whatever, but I'm sure it will come. But the reality is, that's a drop in the ocean compared to how many people are on YouTube. It's a complete drop in the ocean. And you're like, oh, that's loads of views. Yeah, it is. But there's millions of people on this platform. Millions. So the grind has got to stay there and keep grinding. So my kind of message and 6-month summary is, main takeaways, look at the standard of where you started and look at the standard of, every so often. Don't get addicted to every video. Maybe once a month, just take a gauge check. Watch a couple of videos. Watch a couple of your latest ones. Have they improved? If so, in what? And what areas do they need development in? That's number 1. Number 2, remember what you're doing it for and suit yourself. Don't try and suit a YouTube clickbait narrative, Don't try and look at and copy everyone else. You'll get people tell you, copy everyone else. Why would you want to do that? Be yourself and just try and do what you know and what you want to do. And also accept that some videos will take and some won't. And that's okay, At the level we're at, that's fine. That's just life. Then also moving forwards, where do you want to go to? Everybody would want 1 million subscribers and be massive. Of course they would. Who's going to say no? I'll not take that. But I'm very comfortable where I'm at with work wise, and I seriously doubt where we'll get to that levels. But you never know. Why can't you think about being massive? It might, one day a video might go ultra viral. Then you're in. Then you're in. So the grind has to be real, and don't worry about the low view videos. Go back on my channel. At least the first 6, 7, 8, nobody watched them. Nobody watched them, like nobody. They're probably family and friends, like the 7 or 8 views. And then all of a sudden, you can see the standards start to improve. And guess what? Some of the views increased. The content was better. I was talking about more stuff. I was more visual. I was more clear on the mic. I've always been confident on camera anyway. But certain things and how you communicate your messages improved. So it's really important to keep the grind going, keep improving, and don't get disheartened. Don't let it bother you too much. Just go with it. And I'm sure you'll get positive results. So I'm quite laid back about this YouTube thing, you see. It would have been very easy when you get to 500. Oh, I'm halfway now. Now I've really got to step on the gas. Why? What you're doing is working. Stay relaxed about it. Do not let it rule your life. Do not hang on that, app whereby it just dictates how many views you've got and you're clicking for every video. Oh, I need to watch the metrics. Nonsense, do you? Some will work, some won't. And just be laid back about it. Unless it is your full-time job, then you need to grind. Then you really need to grind. But yeah, even at my age, young, old, dude, there's 70-year-old YouTubers with millions of subscribers. There's a niche for all of us out there. This YouTube thing's massive beyond belief. So you'll always find like-minded people. Even if you think you won't, you will. There are some niches out there, and there's some common ground with a lot of people, probably more than you think when you start off. Be confident on camera, be a clear communicator, and just go for it and try it. And go with the mindset in your head. Do you know what? I'll go for 6 to 12 months grinding, and if it don't work, bin it. And you can always look back and say, I tried, and it didn't work. That's fine.
It's not working!
Go for it. Go after the grind. It might be in one area. It might be one game. It might be one subject. It might be cooking. It might be anything, traveling, whatever. Just go for it, because your travel experiences might be different to the almighty channels out there. Oh, the traveling's covered, can't do that. Why not? Someone might like your take on it more than someone, who's got 1 million subscribers. Subscribers don't matter. You might find people who go, I really like his or her take on travelling. They're brand new. They've got a different vision than all these channels out there. Exercising channels, gym work, anything. You might have a different take on it and people might enjoy it. I'm in a different niche. I'm kind of an older gamer who's trying to go, I can still hang in this gaming world. I'm not too old yet. Let's do this. And we're doing it, by the way. Check the channel. If you've lasted this long in the video, massive respect to you. Many thanks. I really appreciate it. Every subscriber. Honestly, it's great for me to go to the kids. Look how many subscribers I've got now. Kids, it's going well. And it also, I can teach them things about work ethic, about grinding, about, you know, supporting other people, and about, you know, being nice to people. So it's helping me teach them stuff as well about kind of, yeah, I've got a job, but also I grind on another, you know, project I've got in my own head. So it's amazing. Keep going, keep posting. All right. You have a happy end of year, Christmas, New Year. Catch you soon. Bye bye.